everyone. My name is Yuka Nakasone, Globalization and Localization Director at Intento, an AI and MT curation platform company, Berkeley, California. My guest today is Dave Ruan, XTM's Digital Content and Partnership Manager.
Hi, Yuka. Nice to be here.
Thank you for coming, Dave, today. Our CEO, Konstantin Savenkov, will be participating in a panel discussion at XTM livestream on Wednesday, December 16th, which you will be moderating. Would you mind explaining what you're going to discuss in this panel discussion?
Absolutely, Yuka. We're really excited to have Constantine and the other panelists join us. AI, as you know, is such a massive theme. Um, in fact, it probably needs to be split up into multiple words. It just doesn't do it justice, even in our industry. The panel is going to be around, well, the title is Navigating the Intelligence Revolution in Localization. So looking at MT, AI, technology, and data. And when the music changes, so does the dance is uh, the suffix that we've added, which basically means that the business environment we're in is going through changes and shifts. And sometimes the deployment of that is going faster than we would have either thought or perhaps wished. This panel, joining Constantine, will be folks such as Johan Spore from the Inca Group, who's a business manager there, Andy Zidron from XTM, who's our CTO, another technologist, similar to Constantine, and Ken Behan, who's VP of Sales at Sistran, one of the neural machine translation systems. So we have a really good group, and I'm hoping that we can really uncover a little bit the current trends, the impacts, those kind of guiding points on from such a good group.
Yeah. And as you know a lot about innovation and technology in the industry, I would like to have your opinion about where AI systems are going and the potential needs to curate and manage them.
We're reaching a point with AI, a particular brand of AI, like neural machine translation, where the technology has been pretty much done and dusted. So the technological innovation has reached somewhat of a saturation point, where there's not an awful lot of more technological innovation. And what's happened is you have multiple companies and players who've created niche solutions for different business cases uh, using neural machine translation. So they all have great solutions. They go after a particular market segment, have particular uh, bells and whistles on them, and so the marketplace has matured.
Mhm.
And when you have a mature marketplace, I think then there's opportunity for things like curation, and that whole opportunity for having curation and a way of categorizing that marketplace is, is just ripe. And I think that's the current situation that we're
Mhm.
seeing ourselves come into. And companies like Intento have seen that and are able to execute on it. And I think it's super exciting. I think we're just going to see further evolution of this. As imagine a mall uh, or shopping center, depending what side of the Atlantic you're from, uh, and there's a food market within the mall, and you'll have all these different restaurants. You might have Chinese restaurants, you might have Japanese, Italian, you may have French cuisine, you'll have baguettes, etc., etc. So all of the kind of choices that you want, that tyranny of choice, if you like, is
Mhm.
there in the mall. Now, if you're going with a group of friends and everyone wants to eat something different, then good luck with that. Someone's going to have to compromise. But this is what the AI business is moving towards in our industry, where being able to make those decisions is now
Mhm.
becoming important. So we've evolved into the marketplace and being able to have that choice and make decisions.
Wow, it's an interesting analogy. Thank you very much. It's easy to understand as well. And let's see if we can contribute. Now, What do you see as the next area of innovative growth in the localization industry?
Yeah, it's a good question, and it's that really is looking into the crystal ball, uh, and but we do see some trends. So part of a platform that I'm involved in, and you yourself have been involved in, the Process Innovation Challenge. We get to see every year a number of innovative ideas coming through. And one of the trends that's been very clear in the last couple of years has been the whole area of automating the media processes, in particular audio, and having audio overlaying on video. And there's been some fantastic innovations coming through in that area. We still see some smart technologies coming through. To do with AI or to do with process automation. And that's still very strong, but the whole area of multimedia has come into play and the AI aspect of it very much so in the last while. I
Mhm.
expect that will continue.
Okay, thank you very much. And as the innovation expert industry, I bet you gathered very interesting and innovative speakers in your events. Would you mind shedding more lights on the program of this event, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, XTM live stream, it takes place December 16th, and it's basically it's a thought leadership event where we're trying to bring in a balance of different experts and viewpoints to discuss interesting areas or areas of interest rather for attendees in language technology. It's that simple.
Mhm.
So, we have a no pitch policy. We're trying to keep the discussions uh, thought leadership and insightful, and also short. So
Mhm.
to try and make it snackable content that's easier to absorb. So we cover things like the AI area, this panel that I mentioned. We will also have Don De Palma coming in to speak
Wow.
about the democratization of AI, if I could say the word, and
Mhm.
looking at what does that mean. That's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
We have a couple of case studies then. Someone from Eventbrite is going to talk about their journey to automating multilingual support content. We're going to have someone from Crown Equipment Group to talk about the terminology and why that's still important. And then we have a marketing conversation um, with an expert in marketing, Erica Hames. And then we have a final panel on process automation where just looking at how process automation can help you achieve global goals. And that's going to be interesting with people from ASICS and GAP
Mhm.
at that. And then finally, we're going to show a little bit of our own roadmap and thinking. So you'll see a bit of
Mhm.
XTM there as well.
It sounds very, very interesting. And again, thank you very much for coming. And I see you then in the event.
Yeah, looking forward to it,
Yeah,
Yuka.
and see
Pleasure.
you all there.